In this fishingfloridawater.com episode, we are going to be talking about the different leaders to use for snook and tarpon fishing. So in the past video, we were talking about the hooks that I guess you could say were best for the snook and tarpon. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some of the um, leader pound that I recommend and talk to you about when you should use this pound of leader. These brands don't really mean much of anything. We're actually looking at the numbers here that you can see on the spools up here as well. So when we are fishing around heavy structure like boats and docks and stuff that has barnacles on it that are running the risk of a high possibility that we are going to get broke off, we want to go with a heavier leader. Now the thing is though, you need to take in mind that you have to have also the proper type of braid, because that's what we're going to be connecting these to. So for example, if you're going to be targeting bigger snook, then to use an 80 pound leader, theoretically you would want to have close to 40 pounds or 50 pounds of braid to actually get a good wrap, because 80-pound leader like this for mono is a thick line to be able to get the required wraps, I guess you could say, to tie a good knot for the double knot. So we're going to be doing either a double uni knot. If you haven't seen a video on that, there's a video on this channel. You can check it out on doing a double uni knot. You could also do a FG knot to tie the braid to the leader. We don't ever want to use a swivel or any type of shiny objects that will be dangling from the line, because the actual fish don't like that stuff and they notice it and they know it's not right. So you have a less likely chance of hookup. So to be able to use 80 pound, you're going to need 40 to 50 pound braid to be able to use that. And you would really be going for a really big snook probably, or you're just fishing around really ridiculous structure normally, like I do. And that's around boats and docks that have a lot of barnacles and stuff. If you're not fishing around that thick of a structure and the barnacles and all that stuff aren't that massive, I guess you could say, for getting tangled up and wrapped around and all that stuff, 50 pound will work just fine for that. I would recommend this for about 30 to 40 pound braid, and this should be able to give you a couple of good wraps in order to make your knot. And then you can go as light as 40 pounds of leader, and that's mainly when you don't have to worry about being around structure. So if you're in open water and there's snook out or tarpon out, then this is a good time to use 40 to 30 pounds of leader. But you don't want to use a wire or metal leader of any kind for snook or tarpon fishing, because they can see that stuff in the water. This stuff, when it's in the water, it's virtually invisible to them. They can't see it. So no swivels and no wire leaders do you want to use when you're fishing. Like I said, the type of knot that you're going to want to tie for these when you're connecting them from your main line, which should be braid, is either a double uni knot or a FG knot. There's other knots you can use as well, but I would highly advise against using any swivels when it comes to bringing your braid to the leader. You may catch fish with a swivel connected from your leader or from your braid to your leader, but they can see that stuff and it just doesn't look right to them. So that's pretty much the episode for today on the leaders for snook and tarpon fishing. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you for watching.